It's football season,
It is, yes.
and I had to buy football for my 6-year-old. She starts Auskick this term.
Oh,
And I
right.
had a choice of a Port Power or a Crow's Ball.
Right.
I went with the Crow's one. I just thought the Port Power colours looked a bit lolly-ish
Yes.
on the football. It didn't look like a real football. And I thought, I've got to ask you as our designer,
Yeah.
from a design perspective, you were familiar with the Crows and the Power logos. If you knew nothing about either team and you were going to play them this Saturday, which one would you fear the most? What logo, because I guess that's what the logo does, isn't it? It has to instill respect and fear.
Sure.
What one?
I think actually the Crows logo is probably the more aggressive one.
Really?
Now that I think about it, the Crow's got a pointy beak. He's got a beady eye. He looks quite threatening. He could probably look more threatening if he was sort of appeared to be coming at you more than from left to right.
Yes, right.
But I think he's got more personality and is probably more threatening. But I think the Power logo with the fist, the lightning bolt, that's quite, aggressive and as well, but maybe in a different sort of way. I don't find it threatening.
No. It's almost like Thor. It's like a comic book hero, isn't it?
It is. And it's about wielding power, I suppose, that the fist with the lightning bolt.
Yeah. Or short-circuiting your hopes.
Yes.
And just looking at them as logos, as your designer eye looks at them, which one do you like? Which one do you hate? Just forget the fear. Try and disembody it just as pieces of art. What do you see that us mere mortals who aren't designers don't?
Well, I think what's always bothered me about the Crow's logo is that it's the disembodied head of a crow, and it sort of looks like, maybe it's been decapitated. That looks it's always been a bit weird, and it's not, in design, balance isn't that important. In fact, it's good to have imbalance,
right.
But I can see that the Crow's logo could be quite difficult to work with, whereas the Power one, it's pretty clear that the main logo is the rectangle, and then you've got the lightning bolt breaking out of it.
Yeah.
That makes it quite dynamic, but easier to work with.
Now that's you from a designer perspective. Me as I guess the concept man. What you could put a picture together here is that the crow's head has been disembodied because it landed on the power lines wrongly, and the bolt of power is what plummeted it to the ground.
You could interpret it that way, Steve, if you want to. Yeah, I can see that. I think you could do some interesting things putting the two together, actually.
Oh.
And maybe we could play with that a little bit.
All right. Have a Crower logo.
A Crower logo, yes.
We'll
maybe it's time they merged. Because all the fans get along so well.
Don't they?
They could just merge.
Well, that's some thoughts, to get your brain ticking over about your own logo, your own design. Who do you support, by the way?
I support both.